Hey guys, welcome to my channel. It's Christy Humphrey with Christy and Travis Humphrey Gang. Today I am starting a giveaway. Once I reach 100,000 subscribers, I will be giving away something. I will give more details as I get closer. But to enter, you have to be subscribed to my YouTube channel. You have to follow me on Twitter, send me a picture that you are subscribed to my YouTube channel and have turned post notifications on. You would also get a shout out in the next video if you do that. And follow me on Facebook. And I'm going to be doing story time on my channel. Every so often I'll come up with a story time. Today's story would be when I found out that my mama had brain cancer and when I had Rocky Mountain spotted fever. Okay, about 11 years ago I had Rocky Mountain spotted fever. Rocky Mountain spotted fever is nothing to joke around about. Rocky Mountain spotted fever is a serious condition that is uncurable, that you have to let it run its course. It is where you get bit by a tick on the head, and what happens is the first sign that I noticed was my body got red. Then I started getting headaches, was sensitive to light, and had a fever, and couldn't move or do anything. I had to go to 4 different hospitals to finally figure out what was wrong with me. Shout out to Northside Hospital. It's not here no more, but I think it was the best hospital to go to. They finally found it. Johnson City Medical Center couldn't find it. Children's Hospital couldn't find it. And Sycamore Shoals couldn't find it. So that was my fourth chance to find out what was wrong, and that was my last opportunity. And they found out. I was in the hospital for 5 to 6 months, like I said. I ended up having to do my schoolwork from home, from the hospital. I was in 4th grade when it happened. And when I was in the hospital, my mama, she was in the hospital too. She's so hard-headed that she still came and saw me, but we thought I was going to die, so that's why she came to see me. And we found out then that when I came out, she came out, and my mom and my dad had a race with us.
I can never ever find the right word.
Had a race with us to see who can get to the car first. We won, of course. My dad was pushing me and we won. And we found out that she had brain cancer. Stage 4 to be exact. And we ended up having to put her on hospice. My mom became her caretaker. And as she got worse and worse and worse, she would smile less and less and less. One day I came home from school and they said that she hasn't smiled all day long, and when she saw me, she smiled. The only person that she would ever let touch her to help her get to her chair to her bed would be my dad. My dad was the only one she trusts. If anybody else tried to touch her to pick her up, she would scream. She was my role model. She was my inspiration. My best friend, my life. That November 11th, 2008, I lost the best thing I ever had, which was my mama. But I still have my mom. She comes next. I love my mom, but I found out that she most likely has cancer now. So I'm just going through a lot. YouTube is a place where I can vent and let my emotions kinda out, but not all the way. And when my mama died, nobody would tell me that she was died. I had to find out from a complete stranger that my mama had 2 weeks to live. That was a blessing in disguise. I got to meet some people that I didn't know of, which was my mom's dad and that side of the family. I got closer with my cousins and with my Aunt Sue. She is an inspiration to me now. She looks out for me and my mom, and if it wasn't for her, I don't know where I would be today. She's helped mold me to the person I am. So has my mama, and so has my mom and dad. All these people that I've mentioned in this video are very special to me, and I love them. I love each and every one of them for different reasons. I know one day that I'll see Mama again. I just have to believe that, and one day I know that all of us are gonna be dead. So she's just lucky that she gets to be there now and gets to be with the Lord and have fun with the Lord and run the streets of gold and with her mom and Mammy and everybody. And not long after that, I lost my grandmother, my great grandmother, which was my Mammy. We all called her Mammy. I forgot something about my mama. My mama always told us that if we did not make sure that she was buried in her nightgown with a coffee mug and a pack of cigarettes and a lighter, that she was going to come back and haunt every single one of us. We did that, and my mammy, she died. She had to have hip surgery. She was old, and she had to have hip surgery, and she passed away. I think it was because of Mama that passed away, and my Uncle Steve passed away. I think she just gave up because she didn't want to lose another kid. Um, she was special to me too. She dipped all the time. You could tell that she was our mammy because if she didn't have the heat on in the summertime and her nightgown on with dip on it, it wasn't mammy. Even when she was still sick, she still had that spirit. That's what I've always loved. That's what I always loved about her. She always had a loving, happy spirit. The third person that I've lost within these 10 years is my uncle Steve, which I mentioned him. He is my great uncle and my uncle. I bet you're wondering how can that happen. Well, my dad's sister married my great uncle Steve. My great uncle Steve is my mom's uncle, which also brother-in-law. And he was very special to me. He would always joke around with me and make me laugh and take care of me too. He helped me through some times, and I miss him too. And the last one that died, well, no, there's two more, which I'll get into, but the next one I'm going to say, it was my Uncle Gary. He was somebody that was always going to make you laugh no matter what. If you were in a grumpy mood or a hateful mood or angry, you talk to him for 5 seconds, I promise you that you'll be smiling and laughing. He could always brighten up a room no matter how many people was in the room. He is somebody that I hope to be one day like that. He always made me feel better about myself and made me feel comfortable with myself. And the last one is my Uncle Bobby. Okay, my Uncle Bobby was someone that I did not get to say some stuff to before he passed away, which I regret every day. But he is someone that I do care about and that I miss, and that I wish I got to say the stuff that I didn't get to say. He is someone that you would have, as soon as you got to know him, you would love him. He always did this. He always did that and this. And that. I love him so much. I miss him. And for everybody out there that says there's not a Lord, I've had my experiences that proves to me at least otherwise. About 2 years ago, my uncle Fred had a massive stroke and he was on life support and he went into cardiac arrest and he had to go to Asheville Hospital and for his heart, and they had him on life support, told us that to say our goodbyes. We had to go over to Asheville to say our goodbyes. By 5 the next morning, he was supposed to be dead. Well, we knew that he was trying to breathe and stuff before they pulled him off of the life support. Well, when they pulled him off the life support, he was supposed to be dead by 5 o'clock the next morning. Well, 2 years down the road, that crazy butthole is still kicking. His arm is not moving that much, but he's still alive and he's still kicking it and he still makes you laugh and he's still old Fred. You always will know who your family is and who your friends are when times get tough. And to all the bullies, haters, people that are jealous of you, don't pay no mind to them. Prove them wrong. Show them that you can be the best you that you can be.